after 9 long days, it was a triumphant moment for Canada on Sunday morning when Mikael Kingsbury captured Canada's first gold medal with a win in the men's dual moguls. Kingsbury securing his spot on the podium. The 33-year-old from Quebec is the most decorated mogul skier of all time. Now, he won silver earlier in the Olympics in the men's event, where he came second to Australia's Cooper Woods after the two finished with the same score. Now, this is Kingsbury's 5th Olympic medal and his 2nd gold.
The singles give me a lot of motivation, and I came on a mission today, and yeah, I mean, when I got up for the final, I was very happy because I knew I was going to win another medal. But at that point, I was like, give everything you have left, no regrets, and go ski and go get that gold medal. And you know, last night I went to bed and I saw a lot of messages on social media. You know, people say that the Canadian, we were cursed, or we were not able to win a gold medal after 9 days, and I knew I had an opportunity to do it, and I grabbed it, and I'm very happy to bring home that first gold medal, and hopefully that motivates the rest of the team, and we go on the streak here, and we get back up in that leaderboard.
Okay, let's go to hockey now, where Canada's men's hockey team crushed the competition today, defeating the French 10-2. The team completing a 3-0 sweep of the preliminary round. Canada's Macklin Celebrini had 2 goals, including one on a penalty shot and an assist. Captain Sidney Crosby and Connor McDavid both also added a goal and an assist. Pierre Crinan took a penalty for knocking down Canada's Nathan McKinnon with a forearm to the head, something Canada's Tom Wilson took exception to. The duo dropped the gloves in the final minutes of the 3rd period, with both ultimately ejected. Meanwhile, Tom Wilson had a Gordie Howe hat trick in this game. He registered a goal, an assist, and a fight. Canada will head to the quarterfinals next on February 18.
The veteran leadership is there. I think these guys now know, because of their Stanley Cup experience, what it's like to go to bed the night before, and if you don't play your best the following day, your season's over. And now when they get down to these sudden death games in the Olympics, that's something that they mentally have to mentally prepare their bodies for. Tomorrow, I've got to play my best game. There's no excuses. If we don't get the result we want, we're going home. And everybody knows Hockey Canada is looking for a gold medal. Anything else would be considered a disappointment, a failure. And that's the standard that we have. The issue is that the U.S. are just as good, so we've got to find a way to will our way past them.
Okay, let's go to curling next, where controversy has plagued Canadian curling for both Team Rachel Homan and Brad Jacobs when it comes to double touching of rocks. Now, Rachel Homan had her first stone removed for a reported double touch during their game against the Swiss. Canada ultimately losing that game with a final score of 8-7. But less than 24 hours earlier, a Swedish curler accused Canadian Mark Kennedy on Team Jacobs of breaking the rules by also touching that rock, creating frustration and a confrontation on the ice. On Saturday, World Curling issued a verbal warning regarding the language used by a Canadian men's player during that game. Now, some in the curling community say more clarification is needed to understand the infractions and prevent this from ever happening again.
The actual infraction that happened with Mark Kennedy, to believe it or not, I don't know if he really knew that he was touching the rock the way he touched it, letting go of it. And for sure, Rachel Homan didn't. And up until now, like I say, it has not been an official infraction. The rule says that you have to throw the rock using the handle. So now with this dispute, what happened is the official said, okay, we're clarifying the rule. You can't touch any part of the granite part of the rock while you're throwing it. But that's not been in the rule book until 2 days ago. So, you know, a lot of confusion about it in terms of what the rule is. That needs clarification. But we also have to decide whether we're a sport that can be so cordial and self-policed or not. And I certainly hope that it stays with, much like golf, there are officials there to consult with when something goes wrong or when someone thinks something has happened. But you have to self-report, and you have to be honest about what you're doing and what the other people are doing.